Okay, so let me recall the concepts once again. So we started with the correlation. Okay, correlation is about how it will tell how strongly that two data are related. Okay, and that is measured by coefficient of correlation, which is denoted with R, and R is less than R is in between -1 to 1, and we derived a formula for the coefficient of correlation. Okay, not the coefficient of we defined the coefficient of correlation like this: R equal to sigma x by sigma x into sigma y, where sigma xy is called covariance, and we have defined covariance here and got an expression for covariance, and after that we have expressed this coefficient of correlation in terms of sigma xi and sigma yi like this. Okay, and this can be written like this when you take okay, so so this could be the formula for the coefficient of correlation. These two are equivalent formulas. Okay, so okay, so then regression. Okay, we derived regression lines. Okay, you can have regression line of y on x, you can have regression line of x on y, and for that if you write normal equations, then you can find out the unknown coefficients by solving the system of linear equations. Okay, and we observed that x bar comma y bar is a point of intersection. Okay, this the two regression lines always passes through the uh, mean of x bar x and y, means of x and y, and we derived regression coefficients formulas. Byx and bx were called regression coefficients, which are defined as sigma xy by sigma x square, which is byx, regression coefficient of y on x. Similarly, regression coefficient of x on y is sigma xy by sigma y square, which can be rewritten as r into sigma x by sigma y. And the sigma yx can be written as r into sigma y by sigma x. Okay, and product of regression coefficients is equal to r square. So you can compute r by taking the square root of product of regression coefficients, and regression line equation can be written in another way like this: y minus y bar equal to r into sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar. This is the byx. Okay, in a similar way you can write bxy also: x minus x bar equal to bxy into y minus y bar. Okay, and after that we have seen the formula for the angle between two lines. Okay, so if you have two regression lines, one is y on x and other one is x on y, then you rewrite both the lines for y in terms of x, then identify the slopes, then substitute this in this formula, and this is the equivalent formula in terms of this variances and standard deviations, where r is the coefficient of correlation. I have a small doubt whether these two formulas are equivalent or not. Here hello, am I
Yes,
audible to
sir.
you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hello, can you repeat once?
Yes,
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You're
Yes,
audible.
sir.
uh, can you talk once again?
Yes, sir, you're
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Hello,
Yes, sir. You're audible. Yes.
hello, hello. Can you please respond once? I am not able to hear your voice.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. We can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
Yeah,
Sir,
now I'm able to hear your voice. Okay, thank you. And I'm asking whether we derived like this. No, are these two same or not? Here sigma x square is multiplied only to n is multiplied only to sigma x square, no?
Sir, yesterday for sigma x by n whole square, no sir, you took 1 by n common. We'll have one more n there, sir.
Any mistake is here?
Yes, sir.
Where? Tell me.
Sir, sigma xi by n whole square, no sir. Sir, there.
Here, in the
Sir.
first
Denominator.
The denominator, sir.
denominator. Here.
Sigma xi
Sigma
whole
xi by n whole
second
square,
term.
no sir.
Sigma xi by n whole square it should be.
So when you took only n common.
Okay. So it should be divided by n then, huh?
Yes, sir. 1 by
Okay, I understood. Okay, so let me write. So here, sigma x means sigma xi square by n minus sigma xi whole square by n square. It should be like this, whole square by n square,
yes,
right?
sir.
So I took when I took 1 by n common, then it has to be divided with n here. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So this
Yes,
has
sir.
to be divided with n here. That is a mistake I did, right? So when I divide with n here, okay. So if I take this n as like this, then what happens? So when I write, so here also n, here also n. So when I take this n as root n into root n, so I can write this as n into sigma xi yi minus sigma xi into sigma yi divided by, if I write n as root n into root n, then n can be taken inside, so that square root of n into sigma xi square minus then n gets cancelled, sigma xi whole square into root of, okay, so one root n to this, another root n to this root, so n into sigma y square minus sigma ya whole square, okay. So thanks for the correction. So this is the, so all of you please do the necessary modifications in your proof. If you have copied in your notes, please update it, okay. So then our formula is fine, okay. So these two are agreeing. Now we are ready to go for the problems, okay. So before going the problems, let me get one more expression for r, so that we'll can, so let me see what is this sigma square of x plus y or x minus y. What do you mean by this? How do you what is the name of this symbol? This is about variance of x minus y.
X minus y.
Right? So variance of a random variable. What is that random variable? X minus y. Okay. So let me derive an expression for it. So what is the formula for it? Expectation of x minus mu whole square. What is here instead of x we are having x minus y minus mu. Mu is nothing but mu of the mean of the random variable. What is the random variable here? X minus y. Is this? Do you agree? Sigma square x is equal to this must be whole square, right? X minus mu whole square. Okay, something like expectation of x minus mu whole square is the variance of x. Okay, I replaced x with x minus y. That's it. Mu is the mean of the random variable x. Here mu is the mean of the random variable x minus y. Okay, so if that is the case, please remember that x minus mu x minus y is a number. Okay, so this is nothing but this is nothing but expectation of x minus y minus mean. This is mean. Mean is nothing but expectation of x minus y, right? and we know expectation is a linear operator, so this can be written as x minus y minus e of x minus e of y whole square. Okay, because of linearity, e of x minus y equal to e of x minus e of y. Okay, so this is nothing but expectation of, okay, x minus y minus e of x is nothing but mu x minus mu y whole square. Okay, so can I rewrite this as e of x minus mu x minus y minus mu y whole square? Can I write like this? X minus mu x minus I took common y minus mu y whole square. And you apply a minus b whole square formula. What is a minus b whole square formula? A square plus b square minus 2ab. That means expectation of x minus mu x whole square plus y minus mu y whole square minus 2 times x minus mu x into y minus mu y. And I know expectation is a linear operator, so this is expectation of x minus mu x whole square plus expectation of y minus mu y whole square minus 2 times expectation of x minus mu x into y minus mu y. Can you identify this? What is expectation of x minus mu x whole square? What is expectation of x?
Of x.
That's it. That's it. Variance of x. Variance of x plus variance of y minus 2 times what is this?
Expectation of x, y.
This is nothing but covariance. See? Do you identify? So that is nothing but sigma xy. Okay, so this is 2 times sigma xy. So what is this? Sigma sigma square of x minus y, right? Now from this, what is xy? Sigma square x plus sigma square y minus of x minus y by 2. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now substitute this sigma. Now substitute this sigma xy in the covariance formula here. Can I replace the sigma xy with this expression? Okay. So I'll just insert one more page. Okay. Therefore, we know. Therefore, r equal to sigma xy by, okay, sigma x into sigma y equal to what is sigma xy now? Sigma square x plus sigma square y minus 2 times sigma square of x minus y. Is this 2 times? No, it's only 1 time. Okay. So minus sigma square of x minus y by 2 times 2 times sigma x sigma y. Am I right?
Yes.
Similarly, can you tell me the expression for expectation? Sorry, sigma square of x plus y. What would be this expression? will it be sigma square x plus sigma square y plus 2 times sigma xy? Do you agree or not? If it is x plus y you will get, okay, x plus y, then you will get here plus,
Yes,
am I
sir.
right? So in that case what will be sigma square xy? Therefore what will be sigma xy in this case? Sigma square of x plus y minus sigma square x minus sigma square y. Okay, therefore r can be written like this, r equal to sigma xy. What is sigma xy now? Sigma square of x plus y minus sigma square x minus sigma square y divided by any mistake I did?
Divided by 2, sir.
2, sir.
Divided by 2 or 2 times sigma x, right? Divided by 2, right? So divided by 2. So 2 times sigma x into sigma. Okay, so like this several expressions you can get for r. Okay, so you can make a note of these two formulas also sometimes. Okay, and this may be useful placed in bits. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us go to the problems. Okay, so all of you note down the first problem. Calculate the correlation coefficient r for the following data. Calculate the correlation coefficient for the following data. This is the data given. Okay, x data is given. You better write in the form of columns. Okay, x data, y data. So which formula we shall use to find out the correlation coefficient? Which one is easy to apply? This formula is easy to apply, no? So this is r. Okay, so r. Let us use this formula so that this involves only computation of sigma x, sigma y, sigma x square, sigma y square, and taking the sums, substituting the formula. Okay, so write down this formula. Where is this formula? Is it gone or not? Okay. Okay. Did you copy this?
No, sir.
No,
Please
sir.
copy. Please copy. Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
So in the first problem, please tell me the formula first. Okay, r equal to n into. Can you please tell me the formula?
Sigma xi
Sigma
xi yi
xi yi
minus sigma xi into sigma yi
y divided by square root of
under root of n into sigma xi whole square.
sigma xi whole square. Xi
Sigma xi square.
minus sigma xi
Sigma
whole
xi
square.
whole square.
Now I understood. N into sigma yi square minus sigma yi whole square. Okay, so this is what we want to do. Okay, so what we require is we require sigma xi, sigma yi, sigma xi, sigma xi square, sigma y square, sigma xi into yi. So you prepare columns for that and use your calculator to find out these values. Okay, now I did all those things in Excel file. Okay, I want to show you that one. In a similar manner, using your calculator, you do here. Okay, are you able to see this table?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
this is x data given, y data is given. I prepared x square of x values. I prepared y square column. I prepared x into y column. You multiply these two, you will get x into y. So I prepared y column. So you just you know the Excel formulas. Okay. So then you take sum of all these values. This is going to be sigma xi. Sum of these values is going to be sigma yi. Sum of these values is going to be sigma xi square. And sum of these values sigma y square. Sum of these values is sigma xi yi. Then what I did, I used Excel formula. Excel formula to find out the correlation coefficient is Correl, C-O-R-R-E-L, Correl. Correl of X data, which is A22, which is 8, I think it should be A2, right? It should be A2 to A13 and B2 to B13. You got it as 0.857062. Okay, so this is without using any formula, directly Excel formula. Okay, and this is the formula which I computed using our this formula. What is n here? How many data points are there? There are 12 data points are there. So n equal to 12. Can you see this?
Yes.
12. E14, what is E14? E14 is this one. Okay, 12 into sigma xi yi minus sigma x into sigma y divided by square root of 12 into sigma xi square minus sigma xi whole square into square root of 12 into sigma yi minus sigma yi whole square. So when I use this formula, exactly you got the same value, which is given by Excel correlation formula also. Is that okay? So you prepare a table like this. You prepare a table like this. At present, I am going to copy and paste here. Okay. So please mute yourself. So this is sigma xi. So this is sigma xi. This is sigma yi, and this is sigma xi square, and this is sigma yi square, and this is sigma xi yi. So r equal to, so r equals to 12 into sigma xi yi is 62352 minus sigma x into sigma yi 730 into 1017 divided by square root of square root of 12 into sigma xi square 44932 minus sigma xi whole square 730 whole square into root of 12 into sigma y square 86801 minus sigma yi whole square 1017 whole square. Okay, so when I do this, what is the value you will get? 0.8570, or you, if you round to 4 decimal, 0.8571. Is this okay? And there may be in books they may do it in a different way. I think this is the simple formula. Okay, better you use this formula. Okay, So that without any confusion you will get the value of R easily. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
I will be sharing this page, okay? You can copy this or you can calculate these values later also. It will take some time. You understood the procedure, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next problem. So I think these two are also similar. Can you take these two as homework? Compute R from the following data. Okay, here what is N? 6.
Yes.
In this case N is 5. Just similar to that of first problem. Shall I skip 2 and 3?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now we'll go to problem number 4. Determine least squares regression line of y on x, x on y, and find R using the regression coefficients. Find y of 8 and find y x of 16. Okay. And there are different ways of finding regression lines. One is regression line is nothing but a curve fitting, fitting a straight line, right? So you just write down the normal equations and solve the system of linear equations. That is one way. Okay. Or if you know R, and then you can use R, then y minus y bar equal to R into sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar. That also you can do, but sigma y sigma x you have to find out standard deviations of x and y. Okay, so if you don't want to compute standard deviation, simply write down the normal equations and compute. Okay, so can you copy this data first? 12 10 14 11 12 9. Y values 18, 17, 23, 19, 20, 15. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we will do, I will show it in the Excel data. So can you please tell me this data? Let us not change it. Okay, here I will change it. Okay, so can you tell me X values?
12, 10, 14,
12, 10,
10, 14,
14,
11,
11,
12, 9,
12, 9. Okay, and what are Y values?
18, 17, 23,
Hmm.
19,
19,
20, 15.
20, 15. Okay, so let us remove the remaining cells so that the formula will automatically take care. Okay, so these are the values. I think to write the normal equations, this will be sufficient. Now, how many data points are there? 6 data points are there. Okay, so let us write down the normal equations for each regression line. Okay, so this is fine. So shall I? This is problem number 4. Problem number 4. Okay, so data is there. Okay, let me copy the data first. I think can increase the chain. Okay. So if I have a data like this, then I can write down the normal equations. Okay. What will be normal equations for normal equations for the regression line? Regression line y on x is given by regression line y on x y equal to a naught plus a1x is given by, can you tell me?
NA naught plus
n a naught plus a1 sigma
A1
xi
sigma xi equal to sigma yi.
sigma yi equal to a naught sigma xi plus a1 into sigma xi square equal to sigma xi yi. Now we have the data table readily. So substitute this and so n is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 a naught 6a naught plus sigma xi. What is sigma xi? 68 into a1 equal to sigma ya. What is sigma ya? 112.
112.
112 and sigma xi is 68. Okay, so 68 a naught plus sigma xi square 786. 786 a1 equal to sigma xi ya 1292. Now you can use your calculator and tell me the values of a naught and a1.
A naught is 1.913.
Solving above system of linear equations, we get a naught equal to
1.913.
913 and a1
1.4783.
478. 913 fourth decimal is there or
0 is there, sir.
okay, 1.9130 and this is 478
3.
2, sir.
4783.
4783. Okay, so therefore what is the regression line of y on x? X is regression line of y on x is y equal to a naught 1.9130 plus a1 into x. That means 1.4783 into x. Okay, and because we have regression line, we will compute the other one also. In this, you are asked to find out y of 8. 8 is not there in this data. Can you see this? Okay, so
Yes.
you compute y of 8 using the regression line formula. Okay, now what is y of 8? Y of 8 is equals to 1.9130 plus 1.4783 into 8. Please compute.
13.7394.
7394. Okay, so approximately 13.7. Okay. In a similar way, please find out regression line of x and y also. We'll do that. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next one, normal equations for regression. Line of x on y. X equal to b naught plus b1y is given by, what are the normal equations for it? N into b naught
B
plus b1 into sigma yi equal to sigma xi. Am I right? Now the dependent variable is x.
Yes, sir.
b naught into sigma yi plus b1 into sigma yi square equal to yi square is equal to sigma yi xi. Okay, now because the table is readily available, simply I have to substitute these values. 6b naught plus what is sigma y? 1112. 1112 b1 equal to sigma xi is 68. 68. Okay, and what is b naught? Sigma yi is 68.
So sigma yi is 112.
Correct. Sigma y is 112. Okay, so 112 b naught plus what sigma yi square? 2128. 2128 b1 is equal to sigma xi yi is 1292. 1292. Okay, so solving this and tell me the
B
expressions
naught
for
is 0.
0, sir.
0.
Yes.
Okay, 0.
B1
Exactly
is 0.6071.
0.6071.
6071. Okay, that means it is passing through origin or what? Exactly 0 you got for 4 decimals?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so therefore x is equals to v naught is 0, so 0.6071x. Okay, 71y. Okay, so this is the regression line. So what is asked in the problem? X of 16. So this implies that what is x of 16?
0.6071 into 16.
How much?
9.7136.
So 71 approximately. Okay. What else is asked?
Find R using the regression coefficients.
So what is the R formula? R equal to uh, uh, well, let us find out what is byx and bxy first. Okay, so what is byx here? Byx is nothing but the coefficient of x, no, right? So
Yes, sir.
let me write down the
Yes.
equations. Let me write down the equations. Uh, we have the two regression lines given by can you tell me the first equation? Y equals to uh, 1.9130 plus 1.47
1.4783.
1.4783 into x, okay, and x is equals to 0.6071. Okay, so this implies that what is byx? byx
1.47.
1.4783. Okay, and from this what is bxy?
0.607.
0.6071, because that is what we derived, no, a1 and b1 are regression coefficients. That is what we derived, right? a1
Yes.
a1 and b1 are the regression coefficients. Okay, so now what is the slope? Is the slope positive? Slope is
Yes.
positive, no? So because both slopes are positive, we shall take the positive square root. Okay. Okay. Therefore, r equal to square root of vxy into vyx. Okay. So this is vxy is 0.6071 into b1. What is byx? 1.4783.
1.4783.
Okay.
0.9473.
9474. 9474.
0.9474. Okay. So if it is 0.9474, let us discuss different ways, okay, of doing this problem, so that we'll okay. Now this is one way of finding the regression coefficient. What is the other way of finding the regression coefficient? Because the data is there. Because the
Using
data
the
by using this formula you compute r. By using this formula you compute r. Okay. Then if you want to use other formula, y minus y bar equal to r into sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar, then you have to compute x bar, y bar and sigma x and sigma y. Okay. Sigma x and sigma y means again square root of the variances of x and y. Okay. And what is square root of variance of x and y? What is variance of x? E of x square minus e of x whole square. You remember? So what I'm telling is so
we have
with
to
this
compute
oh
mean.
yeah, I understood. Okay, so where is this? So alternatively, suppose the data is there. So let me write down those values here. Alternatively, okay, what is sigma xi? Sigma xi is
68.
68.
68. That means what is x bar? Sigma xi by n. What is the number of values? 6, huh? 68 by 6. Okay. Similarly, 11.33. 33. Okay. So sigma yi is how much? 1112. 1112 है ना? So from this, what is y bar? Sigma yi
112 by 6.
1112 by 6. How much?
18.66.
18.66. 18.66. Okay. Now we got x bar and y bar. Let us compute sigma square x. What is sigma square x? E of x square minus E of x whole square. Okay. E of x whole square. No. That means what? Sigma xi square by n minus sigma xi by n whole square. Now what is sigma xi square? Data is there. Sigma xi square is 786. 786 by 6 minus sigma xi by n whole square means what? X bar. So that means 11.33 whole square. Can you compute this?
Two point 6311.
So let us round to 2 decimals. 2.63. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So sigma yi by n whole square. Okay. We are just exploring different ways of doing this problem. So sigma yi square then what is sigma yi square? 2128. 2128 by 6 minus sigma yi by n whole square. That means 18.66 whole square. Can you compute this?
6.47.
0.47. Okay. So what is sigma x? Square root of 2.63. What is square root of 2.63?
1.6217.
1.1. Let us say 1.62. What is sigma y?
2.54.
2.54. Okay. Now let us compute r from the Excel table. Okay, we have this table readily available. No. So let us copy once again. Can you tell me the data quickly here? X data and Y data. Six values are there. Is it readily available here? Ide kada? I think R
Yes,
is
sir.
already
Yes,
there.
sir.
0.99. I think slight change is there. I don't know why. I think it should be 6, right? We have 6 data points, no?
Yes, sir.
So if I do that, so exactly is matching 0.95. Shall we take it as 0.95? 9473 or 0.9473. So R is through the formula 0.9473. And see here also we got the same value, no? Almost 0.9474 through the square root of the regression coefficients through the formula. By direct formula also, also we got this one. Okay. Now once you have this, how do you compute regression lines? So
Y
first
minus
one,
Y bar.
regression line of y on x is given by y minus y bar is equal to r into b yx, sorry, r into sigma y by sigma x. Am I right? Into x minus x bar.
Yes.
So y minus, what is y bar now? 18.66 equal to r into r. What is r value? 0.9473. 0.9473 into sigma y. Sigma y is 2.54. 2.54 divided by 1.62. 1.62 into x minus x bar. What is x bar? 2.6. X bar is 11.33. 11.33. Okay, so these two equations will be same. Okay, so when you simplify, I think can you tell me once also? So can you tell me the simplification once? I'll just take 5 more minutes. Compute this value.
1.4853.
1.4853. So 1.49. Let us round off. 1.49 into x minus 11.33. Okay. So that means what? Y equal to 1.49x. Can you simplify this? 18 plus 18.66 minus 1.49 into 11.33.
1.7783.
Simplification of 1.7783. Yeah?
Yes.
I think these
Yes,
two
sir.
should match. These two should match. Let us see what is y. Y equal 1.49x. Did we get in a similar way? 1.49. 1.49. Okay. 1.49. 1.9130. Na here. Okay. So slightly change. Okay. 7 because we rounded the values to 2 decimals. No. Maybe. Here you are getting constant is 1.9130, but here you are getting the constant is 1.7783. Okay, so I think this is correct. I don't know about this. Okay, in a similar way, you please compute a regression line of x on y. Okay. Similarly, you can compute. I am just writing the formula, substitute the values, and simplify later. Okay, substitute just. Okay, so x minus x bar equal to r into p, sigma x by sigma y into y minus y bar. Okay, so initially we in method 1 we computed regression lines first, then we computed coefficient, correlation coefficient, and in the method 2 we computed correlation coefficient first, then using that we computed regression lines. Do you understand the difference between these two methods? So depending on the
Yes.
problem, you apply the proper method. You just tell me the values, and so that I will stop. So x minus, can you please tell me x bar? 11.33
11.33.
equal to r is I'll count
0.9473.
73 into sigma y.
1.62 by 2.54.
Into y minus y bar.
18.66.
18.66. Okay, so that's it. You can simplify, then you can you will get a regression line of x and y also. Okay, and let us see what we have done. So we have computed correlation coefficient in different ways, by the direct formula and through lines of regression also. We also computed lines of regression, and we identified a regression coefficient. Using regression coefficients, we computed R also, and we also explorated. We also explorated the values of Y and X using regression lines. So I think homework problem is, since you got the two regression lines, okay, and since you have sigma X and sigma Y, you just compute the angle between these two lines. Okay, can you do that?
Yes, sir.
So you have these two equations, no? You have two regression line equations. Okay. How do you find this? What is M1 here? M1 is 1.4783. What is M2? What is M2?
1 by 0.
1 by 0.6071. It is not just 0.607, because both lines you have tried for y in terms of x. Do you understand? So take M2 as 1 by 0.6071 and M1 as directly 1.4783 and find the angle between the two lines. Will you do that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So with that, we have covered the problems related to these topics. So in the next class, I'm going to discuss about rank correlation. I'm going to discuss rank correlation, and followed by few problems related to this angle between the lines, and then multiple correlation regression. Okay. So Thursday afternoon, I have scheduled it 1:30, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please attend for that class. I will try to complete the syllabus by Thursday.